And then I'm hoping to get... Ah! Oh my god! It's happening! It's happening!
Hold on, folks. Apparently we need to turn something on. The theme song button needs to be powered up and charged by electric hamsters. Just give us a moment. Why? Hurrah, theme song.
Playing games by moonlight, getting highs by daylight. Making friends is such a delight. She is the one theory of game. She is the one theory of game.
Hello everybody and welcome to Bunny Peace Theater Spooky Edition because it's spooky month. But you know what? It's a very special day today. It's a very happy bun day today. Hooray! It's my birthday. Happy bun day to me. Wait. I think I have... Ta-da! There we go. I have a banner. Happy bun day, thank you. Happy bun day to me. It's a bun day for me. Happy bun day, it's my bun day. Happy bun day to me. There we go. Trick or treat. That crazy person went trick-or-treating. Oh, they dressed up in their costume and stayed home to hand out candy to other trick-or-treaters. Well done. What a noble cause. Let's see what it...
Trick or treat!
Avro went trick-or-treating. Who said you could leave the house? Avro found the spookiest house on the block. They were so scared they left without any candy! Oh, hey, Devil. It's a devil in disguise. Thank you. Devil in disguise went trick-or-treating and received 2 toothbrushes and a box of raisins. I'm so sorry, Devil. I'm so sorry. You're gonna have the healthiest teeth on the block, though. Okay, so what you gotta do is you gotta chew the brush and wash your teeth with the raisins. Don't ask me why I'm gonna have. Oh no. I know nothing. I didn't hear you say that. Yes, so it is Choo Chooseday today. Usually we do a collab with Low Punny. However, the Doombas, they're running amok, as they do. They're being Doombas. So we don't have a Low Punny tonight. So we're gonna do... I don't know what we're gonna do. I have so many games, friends. I have so many spooky-ish, Halloween-typey games. But I'm thinking maybe something chill. I picked up this game the other day called... Wait, what's it called? I was looking at something else. Ooh, thank you for contributing 2,000 total bun-buns to the Jackbox Challenge. That'll be fun. We like Jackbox, right? Jackbox is a lot of fun. Okay, so I picked up a game called Mr. Pumpkin Adventure, which is a cute little point-and-click thing. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of chill. I'm kind of tired today. I didn't have my usual mega huge sized coffee. I just had like a regular sized coffee because I got a free Starbucks, yo. So I'm a little bit tired today. So I'm thinking something chill like point-and-click. I have all manner of hidden object games from Artifex Mundi. Do we even have... Does that even work? No. Does that work? That's not my website. Hey, it's Tabs. Welcome in, Tabs. Thank you for the spooky. All right, well, somewhere down below is a link to my SeveriaGames.co. Hey, Tabs, how you doing? So somewhere on that thing is a list of games that I have, and I have a lot of spooky games. It's not completely up to date because I've gotten some new ones, but okay. I'm gonna read out some titles that I have. Also, feel free to throw out your suggestions. We've got 9 Clues to the Ward. That looks spooky. Dark Arcana, The Carnival. That looks kind of spooky. Demon Hunter Chronicles from Beyond. What was this other one I was looking at? Let's see. There's Scarlet Mysteries Cursed Child, which is a bit of like a Victorian ghosty spooky house thing. There is Vampire Legends, the true story of Kisilova. These are all hidden object games, by the way. There is one, Mind Snares Alice's Journey. What was the other one I saw? Oh, Grim Legends The Forsaken Bride. Do any of these sound fun? Or we have Mr. Pumpkin Adventure. Mr. Pumpkin Adventure. I do have some other games, like I do want to play Little Nightmares, but I don't think I'm up for it today. I'm a little bit tired. I don't think it's gonna go very well. Or we can just sit here and be a bunny. Be a bunny. Mr. Pumpkin's Adventure. I have a little RPG called A Spooky Tea Party, but I'm not sure how long it is. I don't know if we're gonna have time to finish it in Spooky Month. Or we could do Core Keeper. I kind of want to save Core Keeper for Low Penny though, because we have a new world for 1.0. It's called Grid World, GRID, and we haven't I mean we dropped some stuff in chests to help us get started, but we haven't actually done anything on the world yet. It's very exciting. All right. Wah! Be my bunny time. Thank you. That's like the biggest candy heart I've ever seen. The biggest. Oh no, I lost my games. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I do have a bunch of other ones. I really want to play the Black Mirror. But that's like a longer game. That's like many, many hours. It's going to take several weeks to do that. Oh, we have Haunt the House, Terror Town. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe should we make a poll? Let's make a poll. If any of those games had interesting sounding names, let me know. Otherwise, I will just pick some randomly and we can vote. Or if everyone wants to play Jackbox, we can do that instead. But if you vote for Jackbox, you gotta play Jackbox. Alright, let's make a new poll. Alright. Mr. Pumpkin Adventure. What else do we like the sound of? Tabs is on a streak! Tabs, you have... I don't want to alarm you, Tabs. But you have cheese on your face. You have cheese on your face. Ooh, Tiny Bunny Prologue. It looks like a spooky thing. Do we wanna thank you, I do need the hydrate. Oh, thank you for the head pats. I went out for dinner. I had a very delicious dinner at a Persian restaurant, and so I definitely need to hydrate. Oh, this is okay. Tiny Bunny is a horror novel. I only have the prologue so far because I want to try it out first, but we're gonna put Tiny Bunny horror. We'll put that on there. Tiny Bunny. All right, we got Mr. Pumpkin. We got Tiny Bunny. It's a Rugatora! Hello, Ruga. Thank you for the carrot. I hope that was a carrot. I hope that wasn't a bomb. I'm trusting that you are pelting me with carrots and not bombs. Please. And thank you. Thank you for the mulling, Tabs. Right, where are we? I lost my point and click. Oh my goodness, people are trick-or-treating. Tabs use trick-or-treat. It was very effective. It was so effective, in fact, that it successfully ooh-woo-woo-woo-woo-woo-wooed. Macabre cops don't throw bombs at bunnies. I sure hope not. I sure defund the throwing bombs at bunnies. Okay. This doesn't leave a lot of time. All right, I'm putting Grim or Forsaken Pride because I think that'll be fun. Fairy Tale Mysteries: The Puppet Thief. That's way too creepy. We can't do that. That's way too creepy. What's the other one I saw? These all look kind of spooky. Okay. If we had to choose with Victorian Horror or Alice in Wonderland, what do we think? All right. We're gonna do a 5-minute. You know what? If you want to vote, go nuts. Go nuts. Use all your points. I don't care. I'm not your mom. Hey, AT Control, welcome in. How are you? Hey, look at that. Look at Tora, our favorite tiger friend who totally does not eat bunnies ever. Hopefully. Didn't go trick-or-treating. They bought some bulk candy to eat at home. You know, it's not a bad choice. To be cozy. You get to be cozy and you get to be cozy. Trick or treat AT Control's costume game is on point. They scored a full-size candy bar. Doesn't say how many though. Just one? I don't know. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? What did you dress up as? Wait, did I go trick-or-treating? I'm gonna go trick-or-treating. Candy hats! Adult trick-or-treating. Sit at home in your pajamas and eat the candy. I went trick-or-treating. What a sussy haul. I came home with 5 pounds of candy corn and nothing else. Okay, who wants to build a candy corn castle? Who wants to build a candy corn? I have way too many games to like vote on them. It limits you to 5 choices. We have 1 vote for Tiny Bunny, the horror novel. 1 vote for wait, do I even have it installed? Did I install Tiny Bunny? Tiny Bunny. Tiny Bunny. Oh, okay. May have to install this. If the stream goes all pixely, it's cause I'm installing this game. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I forgot. Also, I totally need a lot of tea today. I'm sorry. Sorry for lacking in hydration. So we're also doing very important things. So Bonopolis is assembling a team of bunnies who are doing some fundraising this month. We are raising funds for Gamers Outreach. And what they do is they acquire like gaming equipment, for example, in hospitals and stuff to allow people access to games to make their lives a little brighter at times where, you know, maybe they could use a little boost. So that's the cause we're raising funds for. Officially, we're fundraising next week during our week-long Bunoween Spookathon. But you can start donating now. I've set the goal for $269. That's 1/13 of 3,500. We have 13 buns on our team, and 1 go-kart, which is a fully equipped cart for hospitals, is $3,500. So that's what we're trying to do. We've already got $50. We're off to a really good start already, so let's hit that goal. Let's get a spooky 269. Consider that your happy Bunday present to me. Welcome in, Imperatus. Come madness, come havoc, come infinite night. Come Imperatus Games to join the fright. I am a pumpkin. Did you know that I'm a pumpkin? Alright, it looks like Tiny Bunny is winning. I don't know how long it's gonna be, so feel free to put like 1 vote in something else so we have a backup plan. If not, I'll just choose. But you know what I'm gonna do? While those extra 1.5 minutes...
You might recognize this one.
I'm gonna... What?! This is Impception! 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 Look at this!
I still don't know why it does that thing after. I tried to figure it out and I couldn't because it's not in there. Thank you, Imperious Games, for there's a 2 plus a 6. I can't count that high, and a 3. I can count to 3. Yeah. That was a lot of sus. That was a totally, completely not sussy legit la 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 bunny streak. Congrats on the impception. All right, I have like 30 seconds left. I'm gonna grab some tea. It is your duty as a citizen of Bunny Peace Theater to vote. Go vote. The microphone was off. I said, you're throwing things at a poor defenseless bunny who can't move. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. All right, it looks like Tiny Bunny has won. I have more tea. I have some shoe puff. Those are cute little strawberry puff candies. They're very good. Yes. Well, I'm glad. Good for you. Good for you. No, but for real, thank you. All right, I guess we gotta find a game now. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, so I mentioned voting because we just voted on a poll. Now, we're not gonna talk about political candidates, political parties. We're not gonna get into that. That is not a discussion I want to be present in this channel. However, I will say, I will encourage you, no matter what your views or affiliations are, go vote. If you don't vote, you don't get to complain about things. That's just how it is. So make sure you vote when it's time to vote. Whoa! Okay. All right. Let's get this game on the gaming. Let's get this game on the gaming. It's already spooky and it just started. Is that working? No. Hold on here. Dear game, would you please do thing? Please do thing. Oh, there it is. Okay. We have a game. Did you do a vote? Yes. So here where I live, we had a provincial election over the weekend. I voted. I got a sticker and everything. It was great. You voted for yourself, guaranteed can't lose. There you go. You should always believe in yourself, even when the rest of the world doesn't. Vote 1 full-sized candy bar or 10 bite-sized ones. Wait, where was the rest of the poll? Was there like a second choice option? I need to bank this for later. View results. Nope, it was literally all the one game. All right, I am perfectly fine with that. So this looks kind of spooky. This looks a little bit spooky. I don't... Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't speak Polish, or... I'm not sure if that does mean Polish. I don't... Yeah. Let's take a look at settings first. Oh, it's all creepy and scratchy and everything. Windowed, full screen, okay. 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 Wait, what? Read. I'm not sure what these mean. Is it skip everything or read? Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. So what do we think this game's about? Maybe it's about bunnies. I don't know. It's given spooky vibes already though, so I'm pleased. This spookiness. The wind clawed at my window all night long. It wandered the fields and howled like a hungry beast. An endless song waved from all sorts of voices, shrill, gentle, sneery, twined in the air. They were shouting and laughing and arguing about something. Someone was running through the snow while casting long shadows that would occasionally creep close to my bed. Our house had a mind of its own, the creaky old mind of a building that had seen a lot in its days and was seemingly trying to share its wisdom with the inhabitants. The lonely house faced the forest, and the dark green thicket gazed back with its hollow eyes, rustling, whizzing, swaying back and forth. One could come out and stand at the edge of the forest to reassure themselves there was nobody behind the crooked trees. Fuzzy silhouettes swaying in the wind couldn't possibly do any harm. Oh no. It's just a play of light and shadow. Just a play. I knew it was just my imagination. I was already 12 after all. Still. Oh, it's a raccoon! Did you see that? Did you see the raccoon? Wait, these aren't raccoons, these are people. Hey, put away your book. How many times have I told you not to read at the table? It's bad for your health. Look at how slouched you are. Whoa, I feel called out. Gamer shrimps, sit up straight. Posture check. Hey, not cute, welcome in. This game is called Tiny Bunny. It's a creepy visual novel about, well, there was a bunny on the title screen, so maybe it's about bunnies? This is the prologue. We just started. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Straight shrimpin'. How? Does that mean you're uncooked? I don't.
Everything that I had.
Thank you, not cute. Thank you for the subby wubbies. I forgot TTS was on. Did you hear that? Or was that just me? Thank you. That's a Hobby Bundy treat. We're also running. You can't see it on the screen. There's an alert when donations go through, but we're doing an early start on the Gamers Outreach Spookathon as well, so. Aw, thank you, not cute. Alright, so back to our straight shrimpin'. Hi, wait. Oh, are they done talking? Am I supposed to hide the book? Oh, she blinked. Is there anything else I can do? It says 7. I heard it, but I couldn't make out what it said. Should have asked before giving those. No worries. No, I appreciate it. That was not a negative comment. Just sort of, just so we're aware. Alright, we'll hide the book. I don't think we're gonna be any less of a shrimp just because we hid the book, though. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't protest and put the book about Conan the Barbarian aside. Ignore the shrew, keep reading. That's right, kids. Keep reading. Did anyone else have like summer book clubs when they were a child and you go to the library and like you read a new book every day and get a sticker or something? Like, too late, I'm already bragged. That is totally fair. That is a mood. No, what did you do instead of reading, Avro? 3D printers didn't exist back then. Perhaps you sat on the stoop whittling some wood carving. Enjoyed the sun. Hey, books are fun. Frog and Toad, Bunnicula. There's some really good books out there. You know, one of my favorite parts about buying, so every year for Christmas, I buy books for the kids, for the little, you know, the relatives that are kids, and they're various ages. And one of the best parts about doing that is like looking through, picking the books, and then like I get to read them before I give them away. Except they're getting older now, so some of the books are novels, so I don't really read those. But the little children's books are great. They're very enjoyable. They had the summer book clubs. They didn't give stickers. Oh no! You know what? Not cute. I will give you stickers. I'll find a way to get you some stickers to make up for that, because you deserve the joy of stickers. I usually finish the list in a week though. Didn't even get a library card till in high school. What? I was so young when I got my first library card that it was like the old style library card. It's really old. I wonder if I still have it. I must have it somewhere. I don't know where. Alright. I didn't protest and put the book about Conan the Barbarian aside. I was stuck on a line I couldn't understand after reading it 3 times anyway. Does anyone ever get that, where you read and then at a certain point your mind wanders and you read the same sentence over and over again and you're like, what did I just read? There's a creator you saw on Ko-Fi that was making shark children's books. Oh, that's cool. Shark! Everybody likes sharks. Sharks and bunnies are friends. It's true. I saw it on Tweetser. This must be true. Olya had already finished her breakfast and was munching on some cookies. Cookie. She was so enthusiastic, she almost looked like your typical girl from commercials. You're not going anywhere until you finish all of it. I, on the other hand, was still trying to drill a hole in the plate with my eyes, as if it would make the porridge disappear. Alright, if it's porridge, I kinda get it. Hazy anxiousness welled up inside, all because of the previous sleepless night, the black forest around our house, and the gloomy wind. The longer I waited, the colder the lumpy white substance became. It looked like a jellyfish from the Chooseday Odyssey. I love that show. I wonder how horrifying the bottom of the ocean is. Or how cold the black forest is at night. These are normal children's thoughts to have, right? The spoon fell out of my hand. Mom showered me with a cold glare from her green eyes. What did I just say? I'll get it. I had 10 seconds to catch my breath before battling the nasty porridge once again. Felt around for the spoon. What is this? Carved on the other side of the table. Karina. Dun dun dun. It's a clue. It's a clue. Get the Scooby Gang. Wow! Thank you for the carrot. I discovered the manga and graphic novels in high school and never looked back. Did I not send? I think you might have sent me the pie chart. I honestly can't remember. My memory is not great. Buns aren't supposed to get wet. Well, we don't have to get wet. We can just be friends with sharks and not and. Is that what you don't want me in the culture? Perhaps Roko's just trying to show that she doesn't eat bunnies. Maybe. I think we believe her for now, anyway. mean, you know, assuming Little Bunny's still alive. Proof of life! Oh no, I don't think I saw that one. Not cute. That's really cute. Ha! That's my mom's name. Oh, his mom is named Karina.
Friend, not food. Friend, not food.
But really, they're talking about the porridge, and it gives me memories of eating porridge as a kid, because I ate a lot as a kid, and I didn't dislike it. But sometimes you have those days where it's just like the texture of it, or like, because you know, you make the porridge and you sprinkle sugar and you pour milk on it and you do it all in that way. But you have to like it cools down with the milk, and there's a certain time where it starts becoming like just gross gelatinous stuff. And I know some people have texture issues with porridge, and I totally get it.
Hey, tourist, welcome in. How you doing? Karina. That's his mommy's name. I guess she carved it out with something pointy when she was little. She sure was a rascal damaging furniture like that. Yes, only rascals damage furniture. She would scold me for a week if I did something similar, though. But how would she know unless she regularly goes underneath the table?
You can do oatmeal, but not porridge. Oh, I guess it was oatmeal that we had. Wait, was it oatmeal? It was oatmeal. What's the difference between porridge and oatmeal? I think that's a nuance I'm not aware of.
About the same as usual. Well, hopefully that's okay.
Should I remind her about it?
Mommy, you carved your name under the table. You're naughty. Go punish yourself.
No, she's been in a bit of a bad mood lately. I imagined her being my age, sitting under this table. I wonder, was Mom afraid of the dark back then? Or the sounds coming from the attic? Wait, there's sounds in the attic too? Okay, this is spooky. Or the thick forest. Da-da-da. I imagined my grandma coming into my little mom's room, sitting at the edge of her bed, where Orlean sleeps nowadays, and saying this in her soft, smooth voice. Taiga is a special place, little girl. It's watching you closely, sniffing you out, trying to discern what kind of beast you are.
I'm a bunny. I'm a bunny. In case anyone didn't know.
That's where she and her imaginary friends, what, in the attic? You might be onto something there, Ruka. If you're a good sort, it won't abandon you in times of trouble. But if you're a bad apple, it'll grab you by the side and drag you under the ground. Grandma's getting into the real shit here, like,
telling it like it is, all spooky and stuff.
And that would be it. Grandma was caring. She never fought with anybody. Never yelled, never swore. Those were the times without the maddening screams until late at night. Without smashed dishes and mutual accusations. Our parents used to love each other back then. I remember listening in on one of their conversations by chance. They were talking about Grandma getting prepared for her funeral. She had already bought a casket. And she called it her cute funeral box. Okay, when they use the phrase cute funeral box, I'm getting visions of like Hello Kitty blinged out caskets, and now I'm like, dang, I gotta like write that in my will or something. I don't have a will, but if I had one. Black Forest Fable are not fooling around. In the Black Forest, all is creep. It waited for its time in the closet, patiently. It was black, upholstered with meat-colored material on the inside. I saw it when my grandma was getting buried. The house didn't change since the time she was alive. Only all of the photos were gone. Glass-covered pictures with gray faces of my ancestors. They all had a dead but watchful look in their eyes. They're watching you. If you don't fall on it, don't fall for it, just get in the oven and Ruka will protect you. Wait, What? Wait, what? What? There are probably some out there. What? Hello Kitty? Yeah, I'm sure there's Hello Kitty cats because there's Hello Kitty everything. What will happen to your vast fortune and material wealth with no... Thanks for the laugh, Afro. That was good.
Do. Yeah. If you know, if you can't find one, make your own. You know,
Sure, we can do that.
oh, we're back at the kitchen table now. All right. I crawled out from under the table. Olya was done with her cookies and was looking at my share like a sly, woodland critter. I turned my gaze toward the frosted window. It really is. Look at all those frosty patterns. I like when you get those frosty, icy patterns on windows. It's really cool. There were a lot of dark pines outside, but they didn't grab my attention. The pattern of frost formed a picture on the glass. Olya, look, it's a fox! Oh, sorry, it's not a raccoon, it's a fox. It's very clearly the picture of Avro right there, Foxy friend. Where? It looked almost like those optical illusion thingies they put on the back of student notebooks. Okay, legit, I miss those magic eye books. I need to find one. Those things were rad in the 90s, just saying. A mixture of lines at first glance, but if you blur your vision just a little bit and look under a certain angle. Not outside. On the window. Look, here's the nose, and here's... Hey, eat up! Yes, just a moment. I don't see anything. Hurry up, there's not much left. Ah, there it is, but it still doesn't look like one. And I'm telling you, it does. Nuh-uh. It does. Stop it. These kids, I swear. Well-behaved kids that are bantering while eating their porridge. Oh, what a horror. Now, I couldn't see the fox either. It disappeared. Went away. Only the frosty patterns, similar to stretched out nettle leaves, kept creeping up on the glass. Whoa, there's Dad. My dad entered the kitchen with long, measured steps. I want to have a beard like his when I grow up. Mom would always ask jokingly, "Come on, shave it off, it stings." This was so long ago. Nowadays, rumbling doors and witty comebacks were an everyday occurrence. Olya always covers her ears whenever she hears something like, "What's the point of all this?" through the wall. It's all for your sake, for the sake of our family. I always caught every sound in fear of hearing the most dreaded, the deadliest word that started with a D. D-I-V-O. I don't even want to finish it. Oh, divorce. Okay, yeah. They sell magic eye books on Amazon. That's awesome. I'll have to look at that. I can probably grab some from the library. That's Rook. They were talking about something that reminded me of something. Oh, the beard thing. A well-kept beard is okay. It's the stubble that really irritates the skin. It's like sandpaper. Just saying. It's scary to imagine that me and my little sister could be torn apart and taken into two different families. Anyway, your fox is... Oh, anyway, your fox is nothing. I have an owl on my window. You and your owl talk again. You said you believed me just yesterday. I keep thinking Olya is the mom, but it's the little girl.
Has anybody seen my car keys? I remember leaving them on the windowsill. Right. Maybe you did and maybe not. You're a grown man, a father of 2, and still... Karina, please stop.
Some people just lose track of things. It's just how they are. And if you find that really irritating, don't marry one. Follow me for more dating and life advice.
Just let me get ready in peace. Your keys are in the basket near the phone. Well, thank you very much. Anton, stop making a martyr out of yourself and finish eating already.
And the owl.
There was no owl.
But there was one. And it had giant glowing eyes.
Olia sprang up from the chair and placed her hands on her little face, imitating a pair of eyes with her fingers,
The size of an apple each.
Last year you said bye-bye. You said you had bye-bye in your closet. What? Wait, oh, was there an info thing?
Bye-bye. Oh, there we go. We have a glossary, folks. Okay, this is great.
In Slavic folklore, a nocturnal spirit used by parents to threaten their ill-behaving children. Well then, don't threaten your children with spirits.
But I saw it.
Olia shifted her gaze back and forth, from Dad to Mom to me, but sadly could not find any support. Have you thought about befriending it? You know, like feeding it with imaginary mice? Don't bully our girl. She's just afraid to sleep alone because she's little.
Olia pouted her lips in rebellion and rushed into the hallway. The staircase that led to the second floor creaked. Because that's spooky, right?
Mom gave Dad a strict look. Oh, she angry now. Look at that face. Oh, that look in her eyes. It's so uncomfortable to be pinned under it. Dad just snorted in reply and left, bringing with the keys he just found. A minute had passed and the theme song from The Little Mermaid echoed through the house.
That's an awesome theme song, yo.
It was stored on an incredibly worn-out cassette tape, which Dad had already had to glue together once. It's so easy to fix objects. By gluing them back together, for example. But how do you fix a relationship? Mom moved into the living room and I was left alone, anxiously stealing glances at the window. Olia had trouble sleeping ever since we moved to this house. Maybe she knows something the rest of them don't. She would toss and turn or curl up into a ball under her blanket. I wonder if she's the tiny bunny. She kind of looks bunny-like. She got her little bunny ears going down. Sometimes she would jump up in the middle of the night and turn on the VCR. That's a machine that plays video cassettes. It's a video cassette recorder. It's what we had before DVDs. And you had to hit the rewind button. That's ultra spooky. Cartoons helped to take her mind off all the troubles we had with the move and with her parents.
Ah! What was that? It was spooky. It was spooky. What was that? What was that?
I wasn't expecting. I wasn't ready for that. I thought that was just tame. I guess it is tame. And then Betamax was superior but cost more. Yeah, Betamax didn't catch on. For whatever reason. And then Olia said she saw that giant flying monster outside her window. She became obsessed with it. Look at her poor little quivering mouth. Our parents did everything in their power. They tried every little trick to get rid of those ridiculous fears. Olia refused to sleep alone and didn't believe that the owl was just one of her nightmares. After tonight, I was unsure what to make of my sister's words, what to think of it myself. Can nightmares be infectious? Laserdisc was only for okay. The people who had Laserdisc were people who loved doing karaoke at home and professional karaoke hosts at like bars. Those are the only people who had Laserdiscs. Or Uber Weeps. Yeah, Uber, exactly. People doing karaoke at home. But do you remember mini discs? Mini discs were cute. Mini discs were very cute. Okay, so the atmosphere is atmosphering. And just last night, I couldn't get a wink of sleep and ended up thinking of what to expect in my new school. There were a couple of days left before the beginning of a new term. My imagination drew long, twisting hallways that led to a classroom full of kids. But all the students behind their desks were simply dark figures, cut out using a template. Circular holes gaped in the middle of their faces, and pairs of eyes blinked inside those holes. It was as if some completely different creatures were looking at me from behind the flat, black silhouettes. Their cruel glares, filled with icy sneers, made me shiver from head to toe. Will I survive here? Won't they gang up on me and beat me down? Stomp on me with their bloodied shoes? The damn school can burn for all I care. I just wished for anything to happen to it. It doesn't really matter what. I didn't want to go there that badly. I didn't want to see the people who were just itching to smack me on the head, trip me up, give a new offensive name for me, worse than the previous one. Uh-oh. He moved schools? Is that why he doesn't want to go to school? Were they mean to him? Classroom full of kids, now that's a horror story. Yeah. Huge respect for teachers. That is not something I would do. It's a tough job. Be nice to your teachers. I felt like the glasses I wore made me an outsider, or some sort of a monster. My gaze slid across the drawings hanging on the wall. Is that Freddie Mercury? Oh, look, there's a kitty cat for Ruka. There's a kitty cat. There's Freddie Mercury. There's a dinosaur. Castle, someone holding a sword. I guess that's a family photo. And boats or something. I don't know. I couldn't consider myself a great artist, but Olia begged me to hang them. Drawing was the only thing that made me happy of late. The small circle of friends I had also enjoyed my paintings, and they promised to call me from time to time. They promised. Sometimes I imagine Mom picking up the phone and saying in a cold voice, "You've got the wrong number." Okay, does anybody have parents who did that? Because, I mean, you don't have to say in chat if you don't want to, but, like, yeah. People like that exist, and it sucks. It sucks. Don't be mean to kids, yo. They're just kids. Or, Anton is not around. Anton is not around. I imagine that's the boy who's narrating the story, Anton. I imagined my future classmates lying in their beds, just like me, listening to the howls of invisible werewolves outside their windows. Maybe my new classmates will like me after all, but who would ever like a boy with thick glasses? Some of us like nerds, okay? Like, it's all gonna be okay, little one. I mean, my dad dad used to wear glasses when he was little, and now he's married to the most beautiful woman on the planet, my mom. The house creaked and creaked and creaked, pressed by the wind. The condo we used to live in, a 9-floor concrete building, buzzed with the neighbor's drill, mumbled with the TV set from behind the wall, cried like a baby for the big family next door. Our current house, though I can't really call it new, was completely different. It was silent and easygoing during the day. Its shadows lay dormant in the corners, on the closet cobwebs, and under the stairs. But they all woke up during the night. Something was watching me from every corner, almost as if the old photos of my diseased family, with their ashen eyes, were hanging on the walls in place of my drawings. The floor was squeaking. Rusty drains were moaning. The attic was occupied by noisy drafts. One could think the house was performing some sort of demonic melody. And then I realized I was, in fact, hearing music. It was already playing for a good while. Did anyone else notice that transition? That was really well done. With the music playing. They're doing a really good job of atmosphere here. Somewhere at the edge of my perception, I could hear a flute. It was mixed in with the sound of the wind, of the creaking old house, and my thoughts, too. This calls for blankie protection +5. Yes. It's a good idea, actually. I have a hoodie on, I don't have my blankie on right now. It's over there. I stood up and rushed to the window. I wanted to reassure myself that this music was nothing more than a product of my imagination. It's not like someone is playing it there amidst the cold, snowy night, right? Oh, okay, okay. Okay, get your blankie protection ready, because we're about to open the curtain. Are you ready? 3, 2... Yeah! Okay, no monsters this time. Oh, it's snowing! Someone was dancing in the field. Black silhouettes I could barely make out, with a dark forest as their backdrop. Those look like wolves. Those look like wolves playing in the snow. Or maybe they're foxies? Maybe they're foxies. Because I saw a foxy in the window. They jumped around, basked in the moonlight, bumped into piles of snow, rolled around and crawled on all fours. Stories about wolves playing under the moon came to mind, but these were clearly not wolves. They stood upright at times, circled around, holding hands, whipping up snow, disappearing into the shadows for a brief moment and then coming back again. Something bizarre was going on. Shadows dancing in the starless abyss made my imagination go wild, making me anxious at the same time. That there be fae, best not mess with them. Yeah, shapeshifters, yo. Tricksters. Fairy folk. Suddenly, the music had stopped. Uh-oh. Is it about to get scary now? I'm scared. Somebody hold my hand. The dancing shadows froze in place. I could swear, pierced me with their eyes. One of the silhouettes immediately parted from the bizarre shadow carnival and sprinted across the field with giant leaps. It ran this way. I'm scared. It glided on squeaky snow without leaving any prints until it was devoured by the pitch-black shadow of my house, which became even darker and thicker. My heart was jumping around like a bird inside a cage. I shut the curtains with a swift motion and stepped back towards the bed. They saw me. They saw me. They saw me. A freezing torrent of fear washed over me. I stood in the middle of a perfectly dark room and listened to some unwanted guest move and scrape around, looking for an entrance. The sound moved to the right, then circled around the house. Now my guest should be at the front door. Time to hide in the closet. Yeah, time to hide under the blanket fortress and never come out. I jumped onto the bed and covered myself with a blanket, as if it could protect me. Shackles of fear locked my muscles. I remembered the funeral, my grandma lying there, hands crossed on her chest, her facial features sharp like that of a tin doll. Ants running up and down the legs of the chairs that held my grandma's casket. I imagined those little creatures climbing up her head and pulling up her eyelids with their tiny legs. Then her wrinkly eyeballs would once again move inside their sockets and she'd be able to see her grandchildren. I was chanting the spell she taught me throughout the whole procedure. And now, lying here under the blanket and listening to squeaks and howls, I was repeating the same words. On the island of Buyan, underneath the blemished sun, in the sea of color blue, stands a cabin made of wood. Let's see if there's a glossary on this. No. So only underlined words go on the glossary. There lay lard and ashen hair for the spawn from devil's lair, to feast and always leave alone God's faithful servant named Anton. Evil leave this house must. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Bizarre sounds disappeared. I cautiously peeked out from under the blanket and saw curtains waving around like a hangman. And then the night doused me in a new portion of boiling terror. Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling we're gonna get spooked again? Are we gonna get spooked again? Ah! Tabs! The timing! Ah! Okay, but y'all heard the scratching, right? There were scratching noises. All right, let's pause here and come back after a nice theme song. Thank you, Tabs. Bye-bye.
Playing games by moonlight, getting highs by daylight. Making friends is such a delight. She is the one theory of game. She is the one theory of game.
I'm still not ready for the spooks yet, so enjoy a couple of shoutouts.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go! That's probably the most embarrassing way to die for
Nice.
See, why are cats falling in sewers? Why is this a cat game theme? I don't like it. It's very mean to the kitty.
Are you in there? How many fingers am I holding up?
You don't have a body.
Yes, why must kitties always be in sewers? Let them have nice, comfy homes, nice, cozy places with warm beds and fresh milk.
Alright, so back to the spooky game. They're really going hardcore with the sound design, and they're doing a good job of it. It's spooky. The sound scratched in my ears. It is a little loud now, though. It's a little bit loud. It's okay. We'll work with it. The sound scratched at my eardrums. What are the chances I'm gonna get spooked right now? In reality, something or someone was scratching at the front door, hurriedly clawing at the wood, demanding to be let in. The door was shut. Dad had become very cautious recently, so he installed a sturdy lock. Why was he cautious if he doesn't believe in this stuff? Maybe we'll never find out. I remember him staring at the forest intently, as if he was looking for someone. Maybe? Okay. Alternate theory. Dad is one of them, and they're trying to, like, get him back. Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust. I hugged my knees, placing my chin between them, and drilled the door with my eyes. It was so flimsy and weak before the might of the darkness. And then the doorknob twitched slightly, and it turned halfway, once, twice, as if the person who tried to enter had no hands. The doorknob tilted once more and then started clicking violently. My jaw cramped from fear, my wet fingers clutched the blanket. Oh god, it opened. Oh god, it opened! It opened! It opened! James! Thank you for the ooh woo woo. We're playing a very spooky game. Happy birthday, thank you. So we're playing, oh, I should update the game, shouldn't I? We're playing this first chapter of Tiny Bunny. And they're doing a really good job with the spooky atmospheric soundscape design. I hope you're doing good, James. Alright, so we're in trouble now because the door is open. I'm scared. So do we think that it's mom or dad? Or and that it's like, you know, childhood making monsters to process trauma, or do we think there's actually a monster? What do we think, friends? What's gonna be opening the door? The door creaked and opened. Get ready for spoops. The wind taunted me, moaning inside the tin drains. Now you'll see. The door was wide open. The darkness writhed inside the carnivorous mouth of a doorway. Tony. It was as if the night itself was calling out to me, flapping its black wings and squeaking with rusty hinges. I kind of wonder if we turn up like the gamma on this, if we're actually going to see something there. I was trembling, ensnared by the web of darkness that hung in the corners of my room, waiting for the one who weaved it to come out of the gaping black hole. Tony.
abdomen tightened and my chest rose up, ready to exhale a desperate scream. Before I was able to do anything, the darkness asked me, "Tony, you asleep?" My sister's pale face protruded from the thick shadows. It's just a little sister. It's not a monster. I almost screamed from relief. Olia? I'm not sleeping. Did something happen? Olia frowned and stuck out her lip, a clear sign that she was about to cry. It's there again, staring at me. Shoo her away, Tony, please. I'm so scared. The fear that was tormenting me just a minute ago crawled away and hid somewhere in my stomach. I needed to calm Olia down. It was just a dream, silly. Don't be scared. Dreams don't bite. Or do they? No one's gonna harm you. Olia sobbed. She was trying her best to believe me. But was I so sure myself? I have an idea. Let's go to your room and watch the video Sleeping Beauty. You like that cartoon, don't you? Why does the Sleeping Beauty have a prince? Oh, why does the Sleeping Beauty have a prince and I have the scary bird? That question took me by surprise. Alright, let's watch Cinderella. My thoughts became tangled. Fuzzy, even. What was that? What studied me with its eyes while dancing feverishly under the moon? The darkness was clinging to the window and I couldn't be fooled by Grandma's old chants. It couldn't be satisfied with a feast of lard and long ashen hair. Tony, you coming? Yes, just a moment. Oh my god. Wait, was that just a nightmare? What? Okay, so that legit scared me. I didn't think this was gonna be so scary. I thought it was just gonna be a little spooky. It got me. Am I awake now? A little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. Whew. Okay, it's okay, everything's okay. That's why I didn't want to laugh at Olia and her owl in the morning. Who could be visiting here in the middle of nowhere? You don't know anyone around here. Maybe it's the milkman. So persistent. I felt extremely unsettled from a silly thought that our morning guests could have come from the woods. Perhaps they did. I could barely hear voices coming from the front door. My mind was urging me to hide. In the closet, under the table, behind the curtains, where Olia always hides. Tony, come here! I felt like kettlebells were tied to my feet, but still dragged them towards the hallway. A couple of policemen towered over me in the doorway. They smelled like frost and worry. My mom always winced and grumbled the moment she saw patrol cars. Worse than bandits. At the moment, though, she looked somewhat confused. Hello? The senior officer, who wore a grim expression, nodded. A boy has gone missing yesterday. His name's Vova. Look at this, please. Have you seen him? The policeman held out a photograph to me. Oh, he's got a kitty cat! There was a ginger boy around the age of elementary school, pictured with a wall carpet as the backdrop. He had a striped cat in his hands and wore a wide smile. No, I haven't. Are you sure? Look closely. Where would I see him? I don't know anyone around here. I barely leave the house. Well, maybe you've seen him from the window. That's right, your windows look straight at the forest, don't they? The window. The window. No, I haven't seen anything. I see. He sounded tired, but his eyes, stare, long and heavy, was full of suspicion. I squirmed unwittingly under the weight of guilt, which his giant shadow cast over me. The policeman finally tore his eyes from me and glanced over the hallway, the stairway, and the cracks in the ceiling, which I hadn't noticed before for some reason. How'd you like your new place, by the way? Getting used to it? Bit by bit. It's just our little daughter misses the city a lot. Misses the city, huh? Have the locals been treating you well? Yes, everything is all right. Thank you. The policeman pierced through me one more time with his gray eyes. My head started spinning. Maybe he's one of the monsters in the forest. Can I help you somehow? I asked that in a shaky voice to look like a polite boy and to end this unpleasant conversation sooner. Now that I think about it, you look just like one of my nephews, little fella. He's a witty boy around your age. Wears the same type of goggles. Haha, always engrossed in reading those mystery novels. Told me he wants to enroll in police school when his family visited this summer. Wanted to help other people, just like me, see? I felt uncomfortable, as if a distant relative, and not the police officer, stood before me. You know what? Little boys like you should stay at home. Steer away from trouble. Times have changed so much. Mom interjected in a cold voice. You don't say. Ah, well then. What grade are you in, Tony boy? 6th. Have you made any friends here so far? Not yet. I'll be going to school for the first time after the break. Ah, then I'll leave you my number just in case. Call me if you have any new info. Policemen were gone along with their shadows. The smell of cheap cologne and a photo of a smiling boy. His face still stood before my eyes. I wondered what it was like for him, being all alone. There. For some reason I thought of the forest, swaying in the wind. What did his poor parents feel? And what would my parents do if I'd gone missing? Would they cry and thrash around hysterically? Or would they accuse each other like they always do and forget about me eventually? Mom, this vulva, did he go missing in our forest? Seems like it. Poor child. I looked at the window, at the road. The police UAZ drove off toward the village. It's glossary time. A UAZ is a Soviet and Russian off-road freight passenger car brand, which was produced in the Ulyanovsk car factory. Thank you for the head pets. I'm definitely feeling the sleepy. Not because of the story or anything, but just because I'm actually tired. I don't actually know how long this is, so we'll see if we can get to the end, because it's just the prologue, but no promises. Fun is fading fast. The officer's nephew came to mind when I was splitting off old paint from the windowsill. I remembered all the teenage mystery novels from the Black Kitty series I've read this summer. Black Kitty is a series of contemporary Russian, original, or translated teen mystery books. See, he's reading books also. Oh, right, we talked about that already. That's where that came from. This very same game and this very same boy. Your average boys and girls investigated all sorts of mysteries out there. They looked for clues, spied on suspicious people. And after a set of amazing adventures, bam! Solved any complicated case. They became local celebrities and they must have made their parents very proud. I noticed a trail of policemen's footprints that led into the forest. How interesting. And then it clicked in my head. Why don't I start an investigation of my own? Maybe because you're terrified of the forest? I don't know. Maybe I'll find that lost boy. And I'll get a reward. Olia will be so happy. And not only Olia, Mom and Dad too. Maybe they'll even forget about their quarrels for a while. Maybe I'll even save us from the D word. It's divorce, by the way, in case you weren't here at the beginning. I fantasized about buying Olia a Tamagotchi and getting a cassette player and a bunch of tapes for myself. And a whole box of Kinder Surprise! When was the last time my parents bought us any toys? Last autumn, I think. My dad had lost his job at the time. There's that annoying song about it. Accountant. A song by an all-female Soviet pop band of the name Kombinatsiya. It was widely popular in the early 90s. I had little to no idea. What was the accountant's job like? They count money, I think. Neighbors used to envy us. But nowadays, Mom and Dad barely had money to afford sweets, and Dad would always divide a single chocolate bar between me and Olia. Sometimes I gave her my share too. No matter how much I wanted to eat sweets, she was still just a pipsqueak. I couldn't wait to go out. Looking for clues. I'm going outside. Wow. What's he gonna find outside? Is he gonna find danger outside? Yeah, right. You want the police to go around with your photograph next? Okay, so first she wants him to be adventurous and not read books, and now she wants him to stay inside. My, how the turntables. The forest is so thick. What if the boys got snatched up by wild animals? Or something even worse. Even worse. I go through the hallway. I won't go far. I'll stay away from the forest. Did you hear what I said? Or should I repeat myself? Better go pack your school bag or play with Olia. Oh, you're totally right, Ruka. That's why he's seeing things as lead paint. They did say it's an old house. So, you know, that tracks. Maybe there's some asbestos in there for good measure. Who knows? Some mercury on the ground to play with. It's a beautiful life. The sound of splashing water came from the kitchen. It meant that the argument was over and Mom had had the last word. Oh. Okay, this is the first time we actually have choices in this game. We can actually like explore things now. Mom's peg top, a family relic. My mom played with it when she was little, and then she gifted it to me. Olia was next in the succession line. The toy belongs to her now. She started at the dancing spindle as if it could show her something. Oh, sorry, she stared at it. Fairy tale, or maybe even our future. Now, even my little sister was a bit too old for the squeaky peg top. The old squeaky peg top. This cross had seen so many people come and go to this house. It was black, as if it absorbed all human sin, From the long years it was hanging under the ceiling. After Grandma died, after Grandma died, Mom was going to take it off and hang a horseshoe in its place. It's a lucky charm, but she cut herself with a cross's sharp corner and almost fell from the stepladder. Dad called it a sign from above and ordered the cross to be left alone in its rightful place. My parents prohibit me from making long-distance phone calls, but from time to time, I really want to hear old friends. Sometimes I would just pick up the phone, listen to the low hum of the Zoomer and distant crackling, imagining the wind howling on the ice-laden corners. I want to go under the stairs, because clearly that's the best place to go. The dark, stuffy closet. Oh, oops. We're gonna go ahead and save now. My mom says it smells like mice, but how would she know their smell? She hates when I stick my nose in there. She's afraid I'll cut myself on the sharpened axe. And Olia can't even be lured close to it. She thinks Babai is living there. I tried to help her fight her fears once. Opened up the door and turned on a dim lamp so she would see there's nothing but cobwebs and Dad's tools and scratched walls. She still didn't believe me. And I liked to hide in the closet and listen to Olia count outside. 1, 2, 3, better hide from me. And then drag her feet on the creaking floorboards, hoping that she wouldn't need to talk, wouldn't need to look for me. The current monster's in. Okay. I apologize. I would like to do more, but I am literally falling asleep in my chair because I didn't sleep well last night. So I think for everyone's safety, we're gonna call it there. Just for today. We'll do more streams, don't worry. We'll do more Tiny Bunny. We'll do more spooky reading. We'll do all sorts of shenanigans. Yeah, but let's find some bunny to read. I hope you enjoyed this spooky narration edition of Bunny Peace Theater, and thank you all for the birthday wishes as well. One appreciates. I really like birthdays. Yeah, I am so eepy. I don't know if you could tell, but a few of the words were slurring there because I couldn't read. Let's go find. Let's go find some. Maybe we'll raid some bunny who's not a bunny for a change. All right. So there's someone I know called Tony Blue, and they're playing a game called Tormenture, which looks like kind of a retro game. Just for something a little bit of a different flavor today. I don't think we'll be back tomorrow, but we could be back on Thursday. But really anything is possible. But I just want to emphasize how much I appreciate you all. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. It means a lot to me. And thank you for your gift subs and your resubs and your streaks and your emotes and your bonks and your trick-or-treats. And for your donations to the Spookathon. We're gonna really push that next week. So I hope you're all around for that. We're gonna do more spooky games. Thank you, my friends. And wishing you a safe but spooky evening. Take care and good night.